Guys, as you could see behind me, summer is definitely in full swing, and boy, do I have a recipe for you. My name is Tommy, and of course I am with Monument Grills, and on today's show it is going to be all about the chicken. We are going to spatchcock a chicken. We are going to get it in my Monument Grills Denali 605, and we are going to do up some corn and bring it all together with a honey barbecue sauce. So look, what I want to do right now is let's turn our attentions down here to the board. Let me show you how we are going to prep that chicken. We do have to do a spatchcock on it. I'll show you how to do that. We will get our rub all on it, then we will jump on over to the Monument Grill and get that fired up. And this here is what we are working with. This is your basic store purchased chicken, and also we've got some chicken rub from Monument Grills that'll go pretty dang good with this recipe. So we will go with that. Anytime you unwrap these birds, you want to dry them off, and also if there's any flappers that are hanging off, any skin that is hanging off, you definitely want to snip it. Yeah. So once you get everything looked over, snipped, everything is dried up, the next step you want to do is to remove that backbone right there. Sometimes I'll make a line down on each side of the backbone, especially if I'm doing with a chef knife like that, or snips like this. Either or will work just fine, man. There is only some light cartilage under right there in the that you have to get through. So a pair of good snips like that, or even a nice sharp chef knife will do you well. You're gonna remove that backbone, and that is gonna help it cook more evenly and also help it cook quicker. You're gonna have a little bit of piece right between the wings there. You want to get your knife, you want to push it down, and that'll make it lay flat right there. Just push it down, you'll see. And now the bird is gonna lay flat. And what we're gonna do here is we are gonna get some rub on it. And that is that Monument Grills chicken rub. I mean, this is good stuff right here. If you want to check it out. You're gonna rub all sides of the bird, and you are gonna, don't forget to flip it, and you are gonna get that rub under there. I will get this on a plate to rest, and we will let that rub do its thing, penetrate the meat, and also bring some of that moisture out. Alrighty guys, so look, we have our bird all rubbed down there. We are gonna get this off the board, get it on a dry plate to just let it sit there. Let that rub do its thing. Let that rub pull all the moisture out of the meat. That is what you want. In the meantime, we will get on over to our Monument Grills. We will get that fired up. I do have some corn to get on, and I do want to talk about a honey garlic dipping sauce that is absolutely going to take this chicken through the roof with flavor. So for me on this recipe, this is a charred chicken, and also I will char up my corn. If you didn't want to hit that heavy char, you wouldn't light those middle burners. I am going to light them because I am looking to char everything. Yeah. Alrighty, so look, as you can see, we definitely have our corn on, and look, I like a little bit of the char on my corn. So right now, I am monitoring the pit here from the app, and we are at about 545. I did just turn the 4 burner and the centers down off, so we can bring that temperature down a little bit, because we're going to want to get our chicken on, and we are going to want to get that on at about 450 to 500. So we got to come down a little bit more on that temperature. We are going to get the bird on skin side down, high heat. We're going to go for about 10 minutes or so. I want to get some color on that skin. I want to get some char on that skin. At that point, we will flip the bird over. We will lower the grill, and we are just going to low cook it at about 300, 325, somewhere in that range, and we will bring it up to that perfect 165 or so. So we will get that corn moved over. We will get our chicken on. Again, I can't stress this enough. Fat side down is going to get you flame on the bird. It is going to char it up. If you didn't want that heavy char, leave those flames off directly under the bird. And this is about 5 minutes in, and we will flip this sucker over. We will then lower the temp on the pit to about 3 1/4 because we are going to want a low cooking. Now, for this recipe here, that is a lot of flavor. That is exactly what I want to do. That char pairs so well with this honey garlic sauce. So at this point, what I'm going to do is I am going to probe it, and then I'm going to turn this cook over to the app, and I will monitor the whole thing from the app. So we are at a live view of the app. I will hit that poultry right there. That is going to take me to that 1:65. I will hit start, and that is our temp. That'll ring, that'll remind me, that'll tell me what is 165 in the bird, and as you can see, we are 300 1/4 in the pit, which is perfect. All right, so look, that is the power of the Monument Grill. Maybe a little bit heavy on that skin, on that char, but that is okay. That is going to pair well with that honey garlic glaze that I am about to whip up. So let's turn our cameras now to the board and let's get that started. So this in here is the magic to this recipe. There is no doubt about it. It is going to start with about 2 tablespoons of butter. That is salted. We've got about 4 or 5 garlic cloves in there. We will give that a very light saute, kind of release those oils on that, on those cloves. Next up is about 1/2 cup of honey. And guys, always remember that all the ingredients will be down in the description. From that point, we will hit it with a little apple cider vinegar. A little bit of soy. And we will bring that up to a very, very low simmer. Our chicken is moving along very quick, man. We are only about 45 minutes into the cook, and we are coming up on that 150 or so. At this point, what we are going to do, we are going to start to baste it. Now, I do believe at 150, I hit it once on the baste. Then I hit it right before I took it off at that 165. So you want to baste it at least 2-3 times before you take it off. That basting, man, pairs so well with that, with the chicken, with the char. It is good flavors. There is no doubt about it. And there you could see I am at that 166 on the bird. We will get that off. We will get that on the board. We will let it rest, and then we will take it in for that taste test. Alrighty guys, look, so that is it. I guess you could say that is our charred chicken with our honey garlic glaze done up on our Monument Grills Denali 605. So what I want to do is I want to take this camera, put it down here, give this a quick carve, taste test. We will talk about it and close out the show. This is dinner tonight, of course, so we will just knock off a slice of that breast right there. And there are some sesame seeds dropped on that breast. I do not think I mentioned that in the sauce, but they are in there. And you got to get a little dip of that sauce. There is no doubt about it. And I got to tell you, man, this was a 10 out of 10. All right, look, that is definitely a wonderful thing. Look, if you didn't want it as charred, if you didn't want that skin as done as it is, personally, I think it goes well with that, with the honey garlic glaze. But if you didn't want it that charred, just do it a little bit less on your initial put down on the bird. When you put the skin down, just put the grill on medium and just keep an eye on it. Maybe not direct flame right underneath like I did. Again, I kind of like this recipe like that. You do it the way you want to do it. Other than that, I mean, you can't beat it, man. This is a good summertime recipe. There is no doubt about it. So look, that is going to close out the show. Again, my name is Tommy. I appreciate you all for watching. I will be here next month to bring you another pretty cool recipe. If you have any suggestions, just leave them down below, and I will do the best I can do. Other than that, until next time, we will see you soon.